Hello everyone. This is gonna be a different style of video that I haven't done before. It's gonna be a rant about the current Jebus Outcast. And I'm talking about specifically the new Jebus Outcast version I that ended up switching out the balance quite a bit. And not only the balance was changed, but the way that the game is actually approached in, at least my opinion, not a really good kind of way. So, in the latest patch of Jib's Outcast, we had the introduction of control scrolls in the underground zone. Now everybody can use expert control magic from a really early stage. And that became the main strategy and the main way you play the game pretty much every single time. This, in essence, ended up removing many of the options that you previously had in terms of your gameplay style. You could choose where you go early on, whether you go to the side town, where you go capture new towns, whether you're going to be going boxes for a mage, where you will be getting wisdom, going bunker at all. These things are not really choices that exist within the game anymore. Right now, you will be going to the bunker every single time, and 99% of the time, you're going to be not really building a lot of army at all. You will be playing off of bosses immediately after getting expert control. This is because this is the fastest tempo that you can possibly have, and because of the best strategy exists, and it's like dominating the game by far. The game became very linear, at least if you care to be competitive at all. Now, of course, you don't have to do these kind of things, but I'm like kind of a competitive person. I'm not the best at it, let's say, but still, I like to, do my best to be as close to the top as I possibly can. So yes, I do go bunker every single time. Yes, I bought the Schools of Magic, and yes, I farm bosses till I get Temple. Then I do Utopia, then I go into the desert. Usually going for the side zone, unless I'm like so far ahead that I can just finish off my opponent before I have the need to gain more army. And this yeah, I'm pretty sure that MKC didn't mean to make the game far more linear and to take away options, but the current version ends up having this as like basically a side effect. What MKC said is he wanted to make the game more turbo. And he did do that. The times for everything have been increased, and the games are shorter, they're more consistent, and honestly, I've been having like a really good time in terms of winning matches. I've gained my top elo, top position in the lobby that I've ever had. I've been playing at 800 plus ladder. So this version actually like clicks with me quite a bit. I realize what I need to do and I can execute it pretty well. But I feel like the fun factor has suffered quite a bit. Now, I would say that the new version of Jebus Outcast is, in fact, possibly a downgrade. Nonetheless, I do appreciate MKC making new versions because every single time there is a new version, there's like new strategies to explore, new meta to actually explore, and figure the game out from pretty much the ground up. And that's honestly been a lot of fun. So, despite the currently possibly negative version of Jibba Outcast, I'm really hopeful for the future that, like you see, take something away. He's gonna be making the game, the map even better. And honestly, there's been like a group of people that have been unhappy with like pretty much every single iteration of Jiva's Outcast. Some of the Russian community have been very mad about some of the previous versions. I guess it's my time to be a little bit mad, right? It's all good. So yeah, many people in chat and on my Twitch streams and in YouTube have been like, "Hey, this version like is really bad. I'm like watching it, and you know what? If you don't, then you don't have to engage with it. Better time will come." As for now, I would suggest that we continue supporting MKC, playing the template, figuring things out, and honestly, the meta is like still really not developed. I feel like Warriors might have some spots. Like pages are not really that good. They don't provide you with that much. Meanwhile, warriors can do a lot for you. So, and for example, when you play Shiva on Stronghold, because there's no good mages, the games actually are pretty fine. So maybe going for like might heroes on other factions might be a decent thing as well. There's still like a lot of testing to be done and a lot to be figured out. So yeah, many people have been asking about my honest opinions on the latest Jeepus Podcast version, so there you go. It's like I feel like it's a failed experiment, but I like attempting things nonetheless, so I respect them. So that's how it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this, not very traditional, but hopefully to be traditional kind of video. So see you next time. See you that later. Also, subscribe to my YouTube and check me out on Twitch. I stream every day except for a few days randomly.